Well, good evening, everyone. It is 5 p.m. on the dot, and we are here to talk to you about some informational technology, the pathway in CTE here in Lamar CISD. My name is John Maxwell. I'm the Executive Director of Student Programs. And what's great is we have one of our fabulous teachers from the district to kind of walk us through information technology and hopefully help explain a little bit of the pathway and what are some opportunities if you choose to go this direction. We have Ms. Kristen Rausch here. She is a teacher at Lamar Consolidated High School. And so I'm going to be turning it over to her in a couple minutes, but I just want to kind of go through and do some, I guess, some housekeeping, if you will. We are going to be, because this is a webinar format and we have quite a few people joining us, if you have a question at any time, at the bottom of your screen, you should see a Q&A button. Go ahead and click on that Q&A button. If you have a question, type your question in. And what we'll do is at the end, we'll go through all the questions and we'll try to answer them as best we can. If we get some tricky questions or we get some questions that we're maybe not sure about, we'll gather some information from you and reach out to you as best we can with an email follow-up, but I'm hoping we'll be able to take care of all your questions today. Again, this is just an informational session. It really is just kind of a walkthrough of what are some of the courses available in information technology pathway. Why would I maybe choose this pathway? What are some of the exciting things that we do in the classrooms? And so with that, I'm going to put myself on mute and I'm going to turn it over to Ms. Rausch. And she's going to walk us through this presentation. And like I said, if you have any questions, don't feel free to hit that Q&A button, type in the questions, and we'll answer at the end of this presentation. So Ms. Rausch, I'm going to turn it over to you.
All right. Good evening, everyone. My name is Kristen Rausch. I'm a teacher at Lamar Consolidated High School. I've been at Lamar for 14 years, and I've been teaching for 22. And I'm excited to talk to you today about information tech. So Dr. Maxwell, I think you actually have to advance the slides for me, though. There we go. So this is the endorsement that IT falls under, which is business and industry. And you can earn an endorsement by taking a coherent sequence of 4 CTE credits. And I need to move everybody so I can see what I'm talking about. There we go. In this endorsement, you will be doing a lot with computers in terms of computer maintenance, and cybersecurity is one of the other parts of that pathway. But these are the general education requirements here in order to earn your endorsement. So you guys are looking at the foundation plus endorsement credits that's highlighted in yellow. You need 4 English credits, 4 math credits. Algebra 2 is required. Science, you need 4 plus an additional science class. You need 4 all foundation requirements plus an additional science class. Sorry about that. You need 3 social studies. You need 1 credit of physical ed, 2 credits of a language other than English, and that includes American Sign Language. You need 1 fine arts credit, and then you need 7 elective credits. And that's where the endorsements come in, because the endorsements all fall under elective courses. Okay. So in our computer technology pathway at LCISD, we have Principles of Information Tech, which is the course that I teach, one of the courses I teach currently. That's a freshman level course. It introduces students to all kinds of things in the world of computers. So we do a unit on game design, we do a unit on coding, we do a unit on web design, we do a unit on computer hardware, careers that students could use, go into in the IT world. And I always warn the kids that by the time you graduate college, it's all going to be different anyway. But if I had known that playing video games and recording myself was a career path, my life would have been a little bit different, I think. But they always want to tell me how they want to be a Twitch streamer or a YouTube star or stuff like that. And they need to learn how to actually code and create that content. Another part of that course is I do teach quite a bit of office applications in terms of like advanced office applications. I teach them how to do pivot tables in Excel and program Excel with formulas so that they are actually using that software for what it was intended to do. In the computer maintenance lab, that is a 2-hour class. That's why it says 2 credits. They actually get to work on rebuilding and building computers. We also offer the practicum course. where they can, and in these courses, they can also take the CompTIA Plus certification. So they can actually earn that certification while they are in high school. And the district does pay for the test. And if the kids were to pay for the test on their own, it's over $200 just to take the test. So it's a good deal for the kids to, you know, if you want this certification, get it in high school and it's yours for life. They can also take computer tech practicum a second time, and the extended practicum, which is 3 credit hours instead of 2. So that's what their senior year would look like. And this is, it says computer maintenance is at Terry High School. As of this year, that is the only, we send the students to Terry High School to take it. It is a centralized program. However, if numbers at Lamar High School keep going up, I may wind up teaching it next year, and it may grow at other campuses as well. So CompTIA is the industry certification that they can earn. I know through TSA, which is Technology Student Association, which is the organization that I run at Lamar High School, the kids can actually take it through TSA, and we do have practice tests for them. I don't really know what else to say about it beyond that. It's a pretty difficult test. These are some wage levels for different computer IT professionals.
Just want to say that this also information is available on our CTE courses, path courses of study. And so this will all be available online where we post the new course catalog, which will be posted very soon. We'll update the CTE path courses of study as well. And this will be in there as well, but just be aware that when you start down pathways, we're really trying to prepare students for after school, after K-12. What are some things that we can work on our students to get that certification and those jobs that they can get into? And as you can see in this pathway, the entry level wages are pretty good as well as the average wage getting into these jobs. And so it's just something to be thinking about as you're planning for through high school. What do I want to do and what are some options and what will those pay scales be afterwards? And so it's just a part of that planning that is available on the district website that has this information for you. So we'll be updating the course catalog here in the next month for 21-22, and then we'll also be putting the CT course of study on there as well, that you can look at some of this information as well as other job opportunities in other pathways as well.
And correct me if I'm wrong, Dr. Maxwell, but we do have an agreement with TSTC on cybersecurity right now. So yeah.
Yeah, so we do. Yes, yeah, Ms. Raj, we do. It's what a great thing that we have dual credit opportunities. So students, if they're looking at maybe cybersecurity as part of this pathway, there's some courses that they can take at our high school, or then be located at the Texas State Technical College, which is in our backyard. We provide some transportation for that, and it's a great way to earn college credit at the same time of earning high school credit for our students. And our CT department pays for that as well. And so it's a very inexpensive option of picking up some technical college credit while you're still in high school and getting a jump start and a head start on your possible post-secondary certifications or degrees.
And if anybody on this call is very interested in cybersecurity, I've been working with some guys at ConocoPhillips who run their cybersecurity initiatives, and they told me one of the best things that students can do is use a website called Hack the Box, and you can Google it, and it is a whole bunch of like training for people who want to be cybersecurity experts, and it's completely free. And it's got a whole bunch of very challenging puzzles. So if there's anybody on here who's interested in cybersecurity, I strongly suggest you check that one out. Okay, and this is a link to our website where you can learn more about all of the CTE programs. If you're coming back tomorrow to learn about STEM, I will be here talking about STEM as well. Dr. Maxwell?
Yes, and so basically what I'm doing is I'm going to take this link and I'm going to put it into the chat box. And so what that's going to do is so that you don't have to go and find this link anymore, you can click right on it. and it will jump to the CTE website in the chat box, and you can jump in and say, okay, take a look around and start looking at this. What these again are truly just informational nights to try to give you a taste, if you will, of what's available in Lamar CISD in the career and tech educational fields. But again, we want our students to explore. What are they interested in? And as Ms. Roush explained, are you interested in computer maintenance? Are you interested in how to design website cybersecurity? Are you interested in computer programming? Or I will say this, as Ms. Roush talked about one of her first intro classes, utilizing the suite of Office resources of Word, Excel, PowerPoint. I don't know about you, but when you really learn how to use Excel, I mean, it becomes a very powerful tool, and it can save you a huge amount of your time because of what you can do and what Excel does for you. So again, a lot of these courses are designed for, yes, this pathway, but they also give you skills that will help you in other realms, such as really utilizing Word documents to help you in your writing of papers in other classes, using Excel in your math courses, and really utilizing that to even do some statistics in that, if that's the area you want to go into. So again, just a great way to learn. And as Ms. Roush mentioned, we're doing these tonight, tomorrow night, and Thursday night. And so just being able to pop in and start learning about all these different pathways.
And I want to add, my husband is a software engineer. Well, actually, he's like a manager of software engineers. And he told me one of the best things kids can learn is actually how to use all of the functions in Excel if they are serious about continuing in this pathway to be software engineers, software developers, any sort of that coding, because a lot of their workflow is run through Excel. And a lot of people don't even know how to use it. They open it and it's like, I click the X, I click the X. What happens next is a whole bunch of boxes. So that has been like my personal mission at Lamar High School, is to teach all my students how to use Excel the way it was intended.
And I will agree with you, Ms. Roush. I mean, Excel does a lot of logic functions, which is what you're talking about of computer programming, utilizing the equations and utilizing all the resources. I would say a majority of people who use Excel are really just scratching the surface. I've been using Excel for quite some time, and I will say I probably only know about 15 to 20% of it because it is so powerful. But again, this is just problem solving. What are you interested in? And building that pathway towards, if I want to be in informational technology, which includes all those different careers, this is just a great pathway to start looking at it, start looking at which courses do we want to sign up for. And so, with this, it's really now time to, if you have any questions and that you want to type in the question box, this is just a quick overview. We weren't diving in too deep into all of the different aspects. It was just a quick overview of all the courses. Again, that Q&A button if you want to put in a question, but also please, if you want to learn more about CTE or just start seeing what are some of the great things going on in the district for CTE, you can follow our Twitter handle at Lamar CISD CTE. On Facebook, it's facebook.com/Lamar CTE /. And the email, if you would like to just reach out with a question, maybe you think of a question later about CTE. If you have a question, I'm looking at these courses, I saw this quick demonstration, I just don't, go to cte@lcisd.org. That will go directly to our Director of Career and Technical Education, Dr. Casey Lazar, who is actually in I want to say sister presentation, or one that's going on right now as well, I believe about ag, if I'm not mistaken, going on right now too. And so please follow us, because you'll start seeing some pictures and some things that students are doing in all of the different areas that we offer in the CTE world in Lamar CISD. So I'm going to pause now and wait to see if we have any questions come in. I'm not seeing any, but I'm going to use my wait time. Make sure to see if anybody has any questions. And Kristen, do you have anything else to add just in general about the CTE informational technology?
Yes, I would like to point out that although I am the teacher at Lamar High School, that we all use the same curriculum, we all teach the same thing. So if you have any questions about the particular curriculum, if you want to put a question in the chat for me, I mean, I'll answer it.
Kristen,
just because I teach at Lamar High School, I know it's going on everywhere else. So.
Kristen, we do have a question that came in. A parent says, I have a junior at George Ranch High School who is in AP Computer Science this year. It's his first IT course. He doesn't really have time at this point to do the whole IT pathway, which is understandable. But what might you recommend for a follow-up if he wants another IT course?
if he's in computer science, I'm assuming he's more into like the coding aspect of it than the hardware type. And if going to TSTC to take the cybersecurity class is an option for him, I would jump on that.
So here you either recommended the dual credit kind of component of the cybersecurity aspect.
Yes.
Okay. And a next question, I can even answer the next question, Chris, and this is going to make me happy. Is this recorded for later viewing? Yes, it is. We're recording this right now, and we'll have it posted to our CT website, which is the link in the chat. So thank you for the easy question. That makes me feel good. Chris, I'm giving Kristen all the hard questions. So any other questions out there, or any other, you can also use the Q&A to put in. I want to go back and see a slide. I just want to go back and show you again, what we're trying to do is prepare students to make some decisions for post-secondary. We don't want to have students cross the stage, graduate from high school, and not have a plan, not really knowing what they really want to go for, or at least get a jump on what they really want to do. As Ms. Roush really talked about, the dual credit component, man, you can get a jump start on that and earn some credit while in high school so that you can get into this pathway faster and get into the workforce faster. But we also know that some of our students who are going this direction still may want to go to a four-year university. Great, get some of this under your belt so that you're better prepared for when you jump into the university level or college level, that you have some of these experiences. And we have one more question. Is the only course that really goes into Excel the intro course that you said is freshman level?
In this pathway, probably. Yes, like I don't know the exact curriculum that they teach at TSTC. I would assume they do something with Excel. But the business information management class, the teachers call it BIM 1 and BIM 2. That is another heavily Excel class, and the students can actually earn their Excel certification in those courses. It's technically not an IT class. It's more coded as business information management. Is there space available for all interested students? Yes, ma'am. If they sign up, I can tell you if they sign up at Lamar, they wind up in my class.
We do our best with.
You're very welcome, Miss Cummings.
And we do, we try our best at master scheduling with all of the different courses, and we have to really be very strategic in this. But if we have student interest, we do our best to get all of our students in. I don't think in Ms. Roush's case that she's ever turned down, as she said, a student ever got turned down if they want to be in that course. We really do want to make this where students are interested, we get them into the courses as best we can. Okay, any other questions? Again, I just want to go over and again, do a shout out for the social media, because this is a great place to learn and to see some of the things students are doing. Like I said, it's not all about informational technology, but it has all the different pathways in CTE, and it really does highlight if your student maybe is interested in, let's say, informational technologies, but also in law enforcement. Well, we have some photos and information up there on that. Ag, welding, auto mechanics, all the different pathways that we're going to be talking about with these meetings going on throughout this week. Reach out to, look at our social media. We do try to advertise as much as possible and show what we're really about here in Lamar CISD. Also, Dr. Lazar, the director of CTE, is doing a community newsletter monthly. So that's something new that will be shared out via the district that highlights some of the aspects that we're doing in CTE here in the district. So again, we're trying to over communicate as much as possible. We have another question. Are there any API or programming courses offered as part of the IT track?
So we offer Comp Sci, but it's not, I don't think it's coded as IT. I think it's coded as Comp Sci. And the strange thing is, in some of the course catalogs I've seen over the years, is it appears in math, like it appears as a math elective. So when you're looking for that, please make sure. I mean, I know we have Comp Sci on every campus. So.
Yeah, and computer science is its own pathway. It may not fit. It's very strange how the state looks at pathways. I'll just be honest with you that we have to follow through. But the computer science pathway, we have that pathway as well that does have programming courses involved in that. and they learn, a couple different languages I know in the computer science programming courses. But again, it shows up in math, but also shows up in the computer science in the course catalog, because computer science can be utilized as a math credit, I believe. So it's just being aware of all of those aspects of looking at what courses you may want to be interested in, and then talking to your counselor. I can't stress enough talking to your counselor of, hey, this is what I want to do. This is my plan. How do I get there? And sitting down with your counselor and going through that. Also, I want to highlight too, at each high school, we have a college career facilitator. If you're looking at, this is the pathway I've chosen and this is the courses I'm going through, what are some universities or college or tech school that I may be interested in? Because then you can go in and utilize School Links, which is the program we have for students and our campuses to go in and explore some opportunities post-secondary. So again, all of these pieces fit together of we're trying to help support our students and our families make those best decisions for them and get them through with, these are the courses you need, this is how you become successful, and this is how we make a plan going forward for post-secondary and whatever you'd want to do.
And adding to that, I also think feel free to email the teachers on each campus. And if you're not sure who that teacher is, ask the college and career facilitator on your specific campus or the counselor. They'll know. I love to answer questions from students and parents about the course before they sign up for it, or even when they're in it, of course. But if you're not sure that it's for you, I will be glad to show you what we do. And this year with Canvas, it makes things even easier. I can really show you what we do. Also, students, please make sure you take advantage when you're in high school of all of the clubs and organizations that are available to you. For IT, TSA is going to be the one that you want to look for. And on the high school campuses, the advisors at Lamar High School, it's me. At George Ranch, it's Emily Gresham. At Foster, it's Karen Bodie. At Fulshire, it is Doug Matheson, and we will help you get into the club where you can do coding, you can do a cybersecurity challenge, you can do take the CompTIA test for free, even if you're not in the course. These things, not only do you get to hang out with kids that share your interest, you actually can earn scholarship money, nice scholarship money, and industry certifications through those organizations. And for other, like if you have a kid who's interested in ag, encourage them to join FFA. And if they're interested in marketing, encourage them to join DECA. And we have Skills USA for criminal justice and automotive technology. That's another way that they can get recognition for their hard work and earn some scholarship money and make some friends and network with kids from all over the country, if not the world.
No, I think that's a fantastic point. It's about students working together collaboratively on passion projects, the things that they're very interested in. And as Ms. Rausch talked about, there are scholarship opportunities out there from those clubs, and it can really get them into having some funding for post-secondary, whatever that may look like. They have the funding available. And I'm just going to give a shout out to our college career facilitators as well, as there are scholarship opportunities that they post in School Links and that students can apply for directly in the system of School Links. So I think those are just fantastic opportunities for our students, and it just allows them different ways of planning for the future. And really that is our goal, is really to help our students have a plan and supporting our families with whatever pathway they are choosing to go. So I'm going to pause and wait to see if any more questions come up. But again, before you guys head out, I know it's a short overview. I just want to reiterate to please check out the CTE website that is in the chat. Please go ahead and do that. Please follow us on all of our social media, because again, that's a place you can start seeing the different aspects that are available in CTE, in the different courses, classes. We share student work. We celebrate the awards that our students have earned. Even during COVID, we're trying to work out how do we do some of these competitions that Ms. Rausch talked about with our organizations virtually. So they're doing some of that work of some of our opportunities virtually so that our students can still compete. So again, that's kind of what I just want to leave you with. There's a lot of opportunities for our students, but again, a plug for talking to your campus counselor, college career facilitator, or as Ms. Rausch said, reach out right to the teacher. Shoot an email and say, because those teachers are our experts in the field. They're the ones that can kind of give you some more information. So with that, I don't see any more questions. So I just want to thank you guys for attending. We appreciate it. And we do have a plug. We have some other available sessions coming up. One starts at 6. We have 2 starting at 6:30 later tonight. We have, again, 4 sessions tomorrow. 2 start at 5, 2 start at 6:30. And then again on Thursday, we'll do the double up of 2 and 2. But we are recording these sessions and we'll post them to our website. So if you want to see multiple different presentations and you chose one, don't worry, we're going to post these on the website so you can go back in and look. But with that, I do not see any more questions. So I'm going to again say thank you guys. Have a wonderful evening. If you do have a question pop up, please don't hesitate to reach out to cte@lcisd.org. Thanks, everyone.